Welcome to Shooting It Straight with Stan. I'm your host, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. Today's topic is a good one and one that will make you think. The title is The Scars of Scarcity, Fear of Running Out. Not fear of missing out, fear of running out. Now, I have to give full credit to the scars of scarcity to my lovely wife, Christine, who came up with it. We were talking about clients that are worried about running out of money and worried about, do they have enough? And that's one of the issues that my team solves for every single day, is making sure the contractual guarantees are in place so that there's enough income coming in, or that there's enough money there that regardless of how long you live, you're going to be okay. And that's truly what annuities do. That's the benefit proposition that only annuities in the category provide, which is lifetime income, which is, as long as you're breathing, you're going to get paid by the annuity company. I don't care if there's any money left in the account, they're on the hook to pay. That's the benefit proposition. It's the only product on the planet that does that. Only strategy, only industry. You would think that having that type of monopoly, that the annuity industry would come off of this nonsense growth thing that they're on and promote the transfer of risk lifetime income that annuities provide, because that's a monopoly. In the world of financial products, that is a monopoly. People say, well, what's the return on investment on a lifetime income annuity, Stan? Well, first of all, there's 4 different types: immediate annuities, deferred income annuities, qualified longevity annuity contracts, and income riders attached to deferred annuities. I always tell people, ask yourself 2 questions. What do you want the money to contractually do? And when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? And then from those answers, we can run quotes with the right strategy, right product to get you the highest contractual guarantee. But we live in a world of, FOMO, fear of missing out, which is, that's the kids, as they say, my daughters, talk about FOMO, fear of missing out. And people suffer from that in the stock market. You're always, wishing you'd have bought, XYZ at 5 instead of 50, right? Hindsight's 20/20, fear of missing out. But when you hit age 65 and there's 11,000 of you every single day that's doing that, or you're in retirement years, it's not FOMO. Hope it's not. Because, when you retire, you need to retire from your work and the markets, in my opinion. It's fear of running out. I guess that's FORO. FORO is real. Fear of running out. Fear of having enough money. Fear of paying the bills. The scars of scarcity. My wife, brilliant. When she said that, I went, okay, I'm writing that down. I'm doing a video on it, and she goes, give me credit on it. I'm like, you'll get full credit and royalties. Exactly. Scars of scarcity comes from those. Most of us grew up not rich at all. Our parents did the best they could, but a lot of us did without. A lot of us didn't have a lot. Okay, nod your head. And now you look at yourself now, and you still bring those scars to the table. You could have $1 million, and a lot of you do, or you could have $500,000, and a lot of you. You could have $200,000, and a lot of you do. All of that's a lot of money, right? But you might still feel poor, and you might still act poor, and you might still feel like you don't have enough money, and you might still worry every single day about it, which is understandable. But also understand that over 60% of adults in the United States don't have $400 in their checking account. So congratulations to you for watching this video, because if you're watching it, you're trying to figure out how not to run out. You saw the title, Fear of Running Out. FORO, not FOMO, FORO. And the scars of scarcity. But I think the scars of scarcity, like my wife was pointing out, is a bigger issue to deal with. I deal with it every day. We have been fortunate, and I tell people all the time, I'm a 10 or 15-year overnight sensation. Think about it. We worked hard. 7 days a week, and I'm not kidding, to build this up. And we have been very fortunate, and probably like you, have more money than we ever thought, ever dreamed of. I'm not, I'm not some master's degree from Harvard. I'm a guy that could shoot basketball real well, put myself through school shooting a basketball, if you can believe that. It's kind of sad that colleges pay for that, but they do. And got my degree and everything. And then I came out here and worked hard, but I still act like I still have those scars of scarcity. I still penny pinch when I probably shouldn't. I still, don't order what I want to order when I probably should. Does that ring a bell? I mean, I think one of the reasons that I love what I do and that I do these videos is that I'm you. I'm you. I grew up like you. I had parents like you. And I get to live everyone's life listening to you on the phone over these past 3 decades and listening to the struggles and listening to the scars of scarcity. There are a lot of times that I talk to my clients and they have a lot of money, and money's relative. 75,000 could be a lot to you and enough. 750,000 could be a lot to you and enough. 7.5 million could be a lot to you and enough. It's relative. It doesn't matter, and levels don't mean anything to me. It's about what you're trying to achieve and what you feel comfortable with. But at whatever level, I'm always asking people, if you had more money, would it make you happier? Would you be different? Would you act different? Would you dress different? Would you eat different? I'm now coming to terms after good counseling sessions with my wife, who is a clinical psychologist by trade. And I've always wondered, even though we've been married 35 years, did she really marry me for love, or is she writing a book and doing a study long-term? Might be both. I don't know. She's never really answered that question. But bless her heart, she's always kind of deprogramming me, and we're talking about things, and I'm working through things. And I feel pretty comfortable now at 58 years old. I know you're saying to yourself, there's no way, Stan, you look 27, baby. You look good. You sound good. I feel good. But I'm just now coming to terms with the fact that there won't be any scarcity. It's going to be okay. I can buy the dessert even though I don't need it. I mean, it's going to be okay. I should not bring the scars of scarcity to the table. I should not look at fear of running out, because we have annuities in place for both principal protection and lifetime income. And I have life insurance, huge amounts. I love life insurance. I don't sell it, but it's the best return on investment you'll never see because you're dead. Hello. So I'm coming to terms with, I really don't have the scars of scarcity anymore. I want you to start thinking like that. I know where you came from. We all came from that. My wife tells a great story about, she said, she goes, I'll give you an example of scars of scarcity, and it applies to you. She didn't talk like that because she's from the Midwest. She actually talks in very fine English. She didn't talk with Southern accent like I do sometimes, but I like Southern accents, She tells a story where we were struggling early marriage, and one of our, I think that we just had our firstborn, and she's 26 now. So there you go. And at the time of this taping, my wife says, remember the time that you came home from work and I was crying because we didn't have any baby formula. We didn't have any of those little jars of baby formula, and we didn't have any money, and we're just scraping. We're just hustling, right? Trying to make it happen. She goes, do you remember what you did? You went to the grocery store and used a credit card and bought 100+ jars of baby formula, some of which went bad down the road because we had it too long. That's the scars of scarcity. I mean, just me talking about that brings tears to my eyes, because as a provider, man, that was hard. It's still hard to think about 26 years later that my baby wasn't eating. I mean, that's a real story. You have that story, but story is not, it's not now. There's no scarcity now. There was then, but I bring that, I'm still dealing with it now. You can see I still emotionally am drawn to that story. What I'm saying to you is the fear of running out can be solved with annuities in combination with the best annuity you have on the planet, which is Social Security, and principal protection products and contractual guarantees. We can solve for the scars of scarcity. That doesn't mean you have to put all your money in annuities. That could also mean CDs, guarantees, treasuries, guarantees, money markets, guarantees. Doesn't have to be annuities, and it shouldn't, and it won't with me. But fear of running out can be solved with annuities for lifetime income. You'll never run out of money. Period. Are there limitations to that? Yeah. FORO is lifetime income, which leads to FOMO, fear of missing out, because, well, my money's not in the market, it's not growing. Yeah, but you solve for FORO. FORO is more important than FOMO. Hello? Seriously. Fear of running out, solving for fear of running out is more important than fear of missing out. Especially in chapter 2 of your life. If you're 40, then go, forget FORO. You're too young. If you're 50, you're a little bit too young. But for people that are looking at retirement, it's FORO, fear of running out. That's the reason annuities, and they're not perfect, for lifetime income are fantastic. And the pricing is primarily based on life expectancy or life expectancies at the time you take the income, with interest rates playing the secondary role in the pricing. Just remember, most of the time with FORO, we're solving for either lifetime income or we are protecting the principal and just peeling off the interest for the income, either or. But the scars of scarcity are real. And what I want you to think about is where you've been, where you've come from, and where you are now. And are you still bringing those scars with you to the table, even though you have a lot of money, even though you have enough money, even though if you structure it properly, you'll never run out of money. You'll always live your life. Are you still doing that? Are you still bringing those scars of scarcity with you to the table? Is that the reason you're still in the markets? Is that the reason you're still putting your money at risk? Is that the reason you still worry about it? Should you be worrying about it? Probably not, if you run the math. I always love talking to clients. I'll close with this. I talk with clients all the time, and I'll say, okay, I understand your concern, but can we just do some basic math? And we do basic math because annuities are math. They're contracts. They're not hypothetical, theoretical, pie in the sky, unicorn, chase the butterfly nonsense. They're math. You're buying contracts. Lifetime income is a contract. MIGA interest contracts, okay? And most of the time when I do the math with people and I show them that mathematically they're already there, they've won the game. It's still hard for them to get there mentally because of the scars of scarcity. But hopefully this will make you think. And that's what these videos are all for. I'm in the war every day. I think what I do and what I bring to the table nationally to everyone out here is that I've been doing this for so long and I'm listening to everybody, and I'm so interested in the struggles that people have, and then I can address it so that you're not alone out there, and that maybe you can work through it and make some good decisions for your retirement so you can enjoy it. You need to enjoy your life. We all do. I'm talking to myself a little bit here too. As you can see, I still have some emotion with the scars of scarcity and that story my wife brought up. But together we can get through it. And together I'm going to talk to you about things that I think are important going forward in your life. I encourage you to contact us at theannuityman.com. Love to hear your story and love to see if we can help. And I really appreciate you tuning in. I will see you next time. My name is Stan, the Annuity Man.